you talk about the democracy and about democracy having a digital soul. So how to deal with the loss of the trust in government and institutions, and how it relates to digitalization and innovation.
Yeah, so trust is the most important conversation actually. It's very hard to build up trust, but it's very easy to break it. So if people currently are mistrustful of digital services, if they're scared that governments will use digital services to build up, for example, a big brother state, then I guess that starting from an open conversation first would be the most logical step for me. We have to have public debates around what does it mean. We have to have the skills to be able to understand what even digital services mean and how we can use it to bring more transparency. And here I think Estonia is an incredibly good example, right? We brought so much more accountability to public sector through digitalization. Everything that public sector employees do leaves a mark behind. So if I would even have access to any public sector databases, then I cannot become curious and look at my neighbor's data, because not only does it turn out during auditing, but also my neighbor through their data tracker can see who has been looking at their personal data. So having the conversations first, making sure that people have access to learning how to use digital tools. And normally the experience shows that if services bring extra value, if people understand how they work, if it's transparent, they do tend to trust and opt for digitalization as well. But trust is a very complicated question. It does take years and years. It doesn't happen with a week or a month even. But again, to bring an Estonian example, we have an incredibly high trust towards digital services. And one way how we've managed to keep that trust, even though we've had different cyber incidents, is because we've been very, very open as a country. So whenever something has happened, the government doesn't try to hide it, cover it up. They're very open with communicating it to the public and just saying what happened and also making sure that the same thing never happens again. Yeah.
What a difference. Okay, and please tell me that the story about how you in Estonia don't need a computer at home, that you need just a mobile.
Yes, so people want to get everything from their phones. And the problem with starting so early as in 90s when it comes to digitalization is that we have quite a lot of legacy that has built up. And one of the legacies is that all the services are accessible from computers. They are accessible from phones, but it's not as convenient. So currently Estonia is building our state application, which holds all the state services together in this one app. So we don't have to log in anywhere, we don't have to go to different portals, just this one application will be accessible. And the current deadline is that this application will be released this autumn already.
And final question, how do you perceive ITAPA conference?
Yeah, of course. One important thing for us always is international collaboration. We can be so much more innovative, and we can be quicker with innovative if we collaborate internationally as well. And for me, it's very interesting to be here in Slovakia, to hear what you're up to, how we can learn from you, and maybe how Estonia's experience can benefit Slovakia. So it's always nice to gather together to this one place where we can talk to colleagues from all the different sectors, share ideas, and also be inspired as well.